Researchers in WA's north have discovered the northern quoll has an unusual nighttime habit. It was thought the small marsupial was nocturnal. However, new research shows the northern quoll takes regular naps during the night. To tell us more, we are joined by Dr. Harry Moore, a researcher with the WA Department of Biodiversity, Conservation and Attractions. Hello, Harry. The mystery of the midnight siesta. How was this discovery made?
G'day, Ruby. Yeah, we've been spending a lot of time researching northern quolls, particularly in the Pilbara and the Kimberley region of WA. And something that we've noticed over the last couple of years is that we were always seeing this dip in activity, usually around the middle of the night. So we got in touch with a few of our colleagues further east in the Northern Territory in Queensland where quolls also live, and we found that trend was pretty consistent. Yep.
And do we know why these quolls are taking naps in the night?
Yeah, well, we had a couple of theories that we wanted to test. So first of all, we know that lots of nocturnal mammals often respond to lunar phase. So when the moon is brighter, sometimes they're less active. But when we tried running that in our models, we didn't find it was having much of an effect. We also thought it could be due to the type of prey that they were eating, but we know that quolls eat different things at different times of the year, and yet we found this trend in activity patterns was consistent all year round, so we don't think it was that either. So one of our main theories at the moment is that it's something to do with digestion. We know that digestion can actually use quite a lot of energy in animals, so maybe after their first sort of bout of foraging in the first part of the night, they need a bit of a rest before they can go on.
Right, so kind of similar to humans, how if we eat a whole bunch of carbs, maybe we need a little lie down afterwards.
Yeah, that's right, a bit of a siesta. Yeah, a bit of a lie down.
And why is this discovery significant for science?
I guess the main thing, the point about this is that, we've been spending lots and lots of time researching these northern quolls over years, and yet still we're discovering new things about them all the time. So I guess it sort of really points out that there's still plenty of research to do on these animals, and particularly in relation to their conservation. Northern quolls are a threatened species, so there's lots to learn about them, and particularly how we can save them from going extinct.
Yeah, well, that was going to be my next question. I mean, what are the next steps in your research? Is there somewhere that you go to from here now that you've discovered this?
Not so much in this temporal space. I mean, this is sort of a side offshoot from our main research, but it looks at factors that are affecting northern quoll extinction rates across Australia. So one of the main threats to northern quolls is actually the cane toad. So as it moves further east to west, we're seeing populations of quolls go extinct because when they eat the cane toads, they're killed by the toxins that the cane toads contain. The toads haven't quite reached the Pilbara yet, but we're really starting to ramp up research in how we can best act when toads arrive.
Yeah, do you have any sense of how long it will be until when those cane toads will make it all the way to the Pilbara?
There's a few estimates getting around. I think shorter than we think, perhaps. Some estimates say 10, 15 years, but some are a lot shorter of that. And particularly when we account for some of these big cyclones that come through the north, toads can get quite a bit of a ride off that and move further south. So I think we could be expecting them in the Pilbara in not too long.
Okay, Dr. Harry Moore, researcher with the WA Department of Biodiversity, Conservation and Attractions. Thank you so much for the chat about quolls.
Thanks for having me, Ruby.